Hey everybody, welcome back to the Securicy channel. Today we're going to talk about how you can improve your security and privacy when you're on the road, when you're traveling. So when you're traveling, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. You can lose your luggage, you can be robbed, you can have your hotel broken into, you're in unfamiliar areas, hanging around with people that you might not know as well. And you're also vulnerable because you don't have your backup drive that you might have in your office or at home. That's not with you. So here's a couple of tips that can just really change the dynamic for yourself when you're traveling. The first one is minimization. So what I mean by that is only take the things you actually need on your trip. Don't take, like for example, I have a computer I use exclusively for traveling. It has a very small amount of data on it. It only has the applications and the information that I need access to for the stuff I'm going to do during that couple of days or week-long trip. It doesn't have all my history, every email I've ever written for however long. Just no need to bring that stuff with you on a trip. So minimize both the devices and the stuff that's on the devices. Number two, encryption. So again, I always say this when it comes to any portable device, especially ensure that it's encrypted, whether it's a Mac or a PC or your phone. Just make sure that that device is encrypted. So if somebody does steal it, they're not going to be able to very easily and quickly access all your data. Number three is physical security. So when you're traveling, I recommend don't put any of your devices, if you don't have to, don't put any of your technology in your checked luggage, because that may be lost or stolen. Keep it in your carry-on, and keep that carry-on close to you. Always keep your stuff close to you. When you're going to clubs or bars or meetings in coffee shops or anywhere you go, don't leave your phone on the table. Take it with you if you go to the washroom or go grab a coffee or something. Same with your laptop. Don't leave your laptop around. It doesn't take that much to just peel it out and stick it in your bag and take it with you if you're running the washroom or something like that. And when you're staying in a hotel, just lock it in the safe. Don't leave it on your bed or leave it on the desk. Lock it in the safe. It's not that hard for a hacker to get into a room. I've accidentally done it when I thought I was in a different room and just went to the front desk and say, hey, give me the key to 305, and then walk into some room with somebody else in the room, right? One little error like that and somebody can access your stuff. So use those safes. Number four is being aware of your surroundings. It blows my mind how many times I'm on a plane and there's a person like right across in front of me that is essentially on their laptop working, and what's very likely confidential data, proprietary data, personally identifiable information whatsoever, and I can actually read their screen and they're not thinking about that. So really think about that. Be aware of what's around you. If you're going to work on something confidential, make sure that you don't have people that can snoop over your shoulder or see that. If you're going to be working on flights, like I travel a lot, you can actually get a little film and put, 3M makes this film that you can just stick on your screen. You can put it on your phone, you can put it on any computer, and it makes it so that if you're not directly on to the device, you can't read it. So as soon as somebody goes off to a certain angle, they wouldn't be able to read the information. So that's a really great tool you can use if you travel a lot. And number five is backup redundancy. So backing up is really important in general. If you lose your computer, if your hard drive fails in like that, you're in a rough spot. But it's even worse when you're on the road. If you're on a 10-day business trip or a 1-week business trip, and day one you lose your computer's stolen, that's going to put you in a pretty rough position if you need that computer to work through it that week. So having your backup at home that's on an external drive, that's great. Not going to help you much on the road though. So having a web sort of online backup redundancy. I use Backblaze. I also use, I love redundancies. I also use iCloud. So iCloud backs up a bunch of data from my computer, and then for Google, my mail's being stored in Google servers. So really for me, if I lost my computer, I'm not concerned about any data that I've lost. Everything is going to be backed up. So that's a really important one. And so just to recap, 5 things you can do to drastically improve your security and privacy when traveling: minimization, take only what you need; encryption, physical security, be mindful of your stuff; aware of your surroundings, so make sure nobody can snoop over your shoulder; and then just make sure that those backups are in place. I hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thanks a lot.